What is good, JDBL family and friends, man? And we're back with another video. This week is the opening week, first game of the season for all our divisions 7U, 9U, 11U, and 13U, man. Hey, I'm here to preview all four divisions, man. So let's get started, man. No need to be said. Let's start this championship run off right with these previews. All right, now it's time to preview our youngest age group, our 7U age group, man. This is the division with the least teams at 4 teams. Hey, nothing much to be said. This is pretty much the developmental age group where kids aren't looking to like know what's going on, but the coaches are looking to put them in a position so that as though when they get to the next level, they're able to learn the fundamentals of the game and take it with them. So that as though they can have fun with the game, learn the game even more when they get there, have a little fun, and just overall, overall just teaching kids and teaching the kids how to have fun with teamwork, compassion, and and work ethic, man. That's all it takes, man. So let's get started, man. So first game we're gonna have is the Miami Heat versus the Lakers, man. This game is featuring two of our newest coaches, Coach Elliott and Coach Tevin. This should be a good game. Like I said, a lot of development going on. They want to win. The coaches want to win, and the kids want to win as well. But it's going to be a learning curve because we all know the ages that these kids are. So we just look forward that I have Coach Elliott and Coach Tevin teach these kids week one. To see how their players are working out with each other. And the next game we have is the Golden State Warriors versus the Hornets. So Coach Troy versus Los. Same thing for the first game. Opening week is always that filling out process where, both coaches try to figure out, even though they did have practice, try to figure out, which player can do what, which player can do this, which type of scheme are they going to bring to the table for the rest of the season so that as though when they play the next team, they can continue to work on different stuff and make sure they have players and develop their players as much as possible for the end of the season. So, I mean, this should be a good division, man. Like I said, it's only 4 teams, not much to say. This is just a developmental thing where kids should just learn the basics of basketball, how to dribble, shoot the basketball, pass the basketball, know where to pass the basketball. And these coaches are good people and they have basketball knowledge. So I have faith. And I know you parents should have faith in your coaches to teach the kids the fundamentals of basketball. So that's my 7U preview. Have a great season to all the teams, and good luck to all the teams. And I'll be speaking with you guys post game. Next, we have the 9U division. Yes, man. This division, I think this is gonna be my favorite division out of all the divisions, just because the simple fact I've been hearing a lot of trash talk during the interviews that I had with coaches, the sit downs that I had with coaches. Some of the players talk about they just want to win, they want to bring the ring home. And it's to me, it's going to be one of the best divisions in my opinion. All of them going to be the best division because we just here to develop the players. But I think, in my opinion, it's going to be one of the best, most exciting divisions in the league. So let's get started, man. First, we got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Golden State Warriors. Coach Eric versus Coach Brad. Um, Last year, during draft day, Coach Eric did bring up to me that he fell short last year and he just want to come back this year and get the job done and win a championship this year, man. So he didn't call nobody out, but he just basically said, whoever get in his way, is going to get beat. And I like that type of stuff, man. The competitiveness from the coaches is there, but it's all out of fun, as we know it. Coach Brad is going to be bringing it with his kids. I want to see what he is going to bring to the table during the year because I really didn't see him last year if he was a coach. So, hey, but I did have a small sit down, but he did say, like I said, he just wanted to develop the players as well. And that was basically the common denominator between most of the coaches. So look for this to be a great matchup. The Bucks versus Suns, Coach Red versus Coach Quay. Coach Reds and Quay, two good coaches. They just looking, they want to have fun. They want to beat each other, man. Hey, they got a lot of talent on that team, a lot of developed players, slightly developed players on that team. They just want to come, bring it, and win the ring. have fun and have fun while they're doing it. Because who don't want to have fun while you winning, man? Because that's the best part about winning. You get to have fun while you winning. You get what I'm saying? And the ultimate goal is basically to win championships. So look for this to be another outstanding matchups of week one, the Bucks and the Suns. And now our last game for week one for this division is going to be the Miami Heat versus the Charlotte Hornets. I interviewed Coach Payton and Coach Tony, and their mission for the Hornets was basically simple. They want to go out there. They want to win. They want to, put their stamp on this league as first-year coaches. They want to put their stamp on the league to let them know, hey, we here and we here to stay. And they want to win out. They want to go undefeated. They want to, they want to make marks this year. But they want to have fun, like I said, have fun as well. And they just want to make time for the players. You get what I'm saying? So the players can have a lifetime moment. Because most of these kids, you never know. They might not want to advance, and they might want to, it might be their only year. Coach Chaz and Los, on the other hand, they can have fun with the kids, develop. Hey, Coach Chaz is a reigning champion in his league. And, he wants to defend his title. But who wouldn't want to defend their title? You know what I'm saying? So he wants to defend his title, and he wants to make a statement week one of beating the Charlotte Hornets with Coach Payton and Coach Tony. Make a statement and come out there and let them know he's still the defending champs of this league. And I did talk with a couple of his players, of Chaz's players, and they did say, hey, it's a repeat of nothing for them. A repeat of nothing. So that's what I have for you for 9U. All right, next division we have is the 11U division. This division is basically that division where kids are basically on their way to middle school, if not already in middle school, and they're looking, to get on their middle school team within like the next 3 years of them being in middle school or gradually getting towards, getting to that next level of middle school basketball or the AAU circuit. So, hey, let's get started, man. The first game we got for this division for week one is going to be the Miami Heat versus the Charlotte Hornets. Coach Elliott versus Coach Joe. Spoke with Coach Joe. He said, the ultimate goal is to win, but he just want to continue to develop his players so that as though develop his players because he's coming also from coaching a younger age group. And he wants to basically, take heed of an older age group because he knows what it takes to get to the next level of basketball. So that though he just wants to make sure that his kids have the right nutrition from him to grow as a player, work as a team, play as a team, and just make sure they go out there and play winning basketball and not sloppy basketball. So, hey, that's all I got for that game. So this should be a good game. The next game we got is the Phoenix Suns versus the Golden State Warriors, Coach John versus Coach Gary. Everybody already know John. He's very animated on the sidelines. He wants to win. He wants to win. His mission is to win. He fell short last year. Coming up short last year, and he wants to rebound himself. And like Coach Eric from earlier, he wants to win the big one. After falling short last year. And his main goal is to basically to win it all. And I've seen his facial expressions during draft day. It was all out of fun, but it was like, I want to win. And he had the look on his face where I need to rebound and make this year a successful year by hoisting up the trophy this year. The last game we got is the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Milwaukee Bucks, Coach Brad versus Coach Black. Good game in my eyes, in my opinion, because I've talked to Coach Black and he just went on about winning it. He wants to go undefeated. He don't want to lose. But he also wants his kids to know and understand that just because you go undefeated don't mean you're guaranteed anything. You get what I'm saying? So I think that this game is going to be a measuring stick, in my opinion, for Coach Black because he himself also coached little kids last year. And he's taking another step of coaching an older age group this year so that as though he can advance the next generation up another level. So that's why I think his energy was towards just winning it, making it, and having fun and winning a big one. All right. So I haven't had a chance to talk to Coach Brad, but I'll try to get contact with him during the season if I can. So that's your 11U division. It's going to be a good 11U division this year. Let's have fun and let's make sure all of this goes right. That's the 11U division. And lastly, we have our 13U division. Yes, this is our oldest age group. These kids are basically looking to play JV and varsity basketball in high school. Hey, and I think this is going to be the funniest division out of all of them, just because of the simple fact the kids are not fully developed, but they're developed enough where they know how to play the game of basketball. And I want to see if they can fundamentally keep their fundamentals intact. Because you get that age of 13, you start to lose a little fundamentals, and you start to think that the game is easy, so you try to play sloppy a lot, and that's not sometimes how you want to play basketball if you're that age, because you're looking to play JV and varsity basketball, or even college if you're looking to grow that far. You get what I'm saying? So let's get started with this 13U division. First game up for the 13U division, it's gonna be the Bucks versus the Suns. Like I said earlier, Black made it adamant because he has another team in here. He's coaching the Suns. He's making it adamant that he wants to go undefeated. He wants to win, and he wants to make sure that his players know the value of winning. So basically, when I spoke to him, like I mentioned in the 11U division with Coach Black, he wants to win. So I think Coach Black is going to have to make a statement this week in the 13U division because he's going up against a juggernaut, in my opinion, in John. And he wants to be, and John is somebody that's, like I said earlier, he's animated. He wants to win as well. And he has the players, John, that is, has the players that has chemistry and is willing to play with each other and have fun and win basketball games. And John wants to win the second 13U championship. So Coach Black, Coach John, there's going to be a great matchup. I love to see it. I'm going to love to see it. So stay tuned for that one, y'all. The second matchup I have is the Miami Heat versus the Golden State Warriors. No A. This is a father-son game. Rivalry going back and forth. Week one, Coach Ty and OG Ty. It's going to be a good game. OG Ty, old school, teaching the kids the basic fundamentals of basketball. I've seen him last year, teach his kids the fundamentals of the basic fundamentals of basketball, dating back to the old days. Coach Ty bringing that young spirit to his team, want to show his pops up. I would too want to show my pops up, beat him at week one, and go from there so he can make a statement week one and, be 1-0 to start the season. You get what I'm saying? To hold the tiebreaker over him early and bragging rights because, they both go home together. They have fun. They can talk over the phone. And, that'd be good bragging rights for either one of them. So I'm looking forward to that one being a good matchup. And both of these coaches are basically bringing the same team back on each side that has a lot of chemistry. They know each other very well, and they know their coaches, and their coaches know them. So let's see how this matchup turns out on Saturday. And our last matchup of the day is our 13U Lakers versus Hornets game. This will be underratedly a good game because Joe has a couple players on his team that's coming, and they're looking to revitalize their self for, just to improve their self, and Coach Carr was doing the same thing, coming together. They want to both coaches want to have fun, develop their players, and you never know, one of these two coaches might win this division. You never know because there's been a lot of talk with the first four people that I've talked about. And you never know, one of these players might come out. So they're looking as an underrated team, in my opinion, to be like, we're underrated. We're the underdogs. Let's come out of here. And that's the Lakers and the Hornets, that is, to come out and say, hey, we know we are forced to be reckoned with as well. And you can't take us lightly, after below the other 4 teams, because we also got to go out there and play the game because the game ain't won on paper, So let's hope this game is good as is advertised and this division is as good as advertised, the 13U division. Let's have a good season, everybody. Good luck. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in, JDBL family and friends. I'm looking forward to a great season. I'm looking forward to speaking to some of you in interviews during the season. whether I'm interviewing your kid, want to interview you on your outlook of the season and what you think of the season going on. So be sure to like this channel, like this video because it helps in the algorithm. Subscribe to the JDBL channel because it helps us grow as a family, and we want to bring this social media part to our league and make sure that's what our main goal is, to grow, get our name out there in youth sports and youth basketball during the winter. We want to give the kids something to look forward to every winter. I mean, so that's because a lot of kids don't have nothing to do during the winter. So I thank you guys. We appreciate you. And when I speak for all of the JDBL family and staff, we appreciate you guys. Like I said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, yeah. And I forgot one thing. I'm not returning this year, and I took my back seat to social media, but I'm basically the defending 13U champion, Coach Wayne. I just want y'all to see that right there. Look at that right there, defending. All right, so whoever takes this crown will have it. I'm not coming back, but I took an extra step back, and I just want y'all to know this is the prize that we're all fighting for this year in the JDBL outside of our development. So let's have fun. See you guys later. And my name is Dewayne, signing off.